It's just the nature of my diagnosis. It's this diffuse, aggressive adenocarcinoma of the stomach. It just is relentless. I got diagnosed in 2018 with stage 1 stomach cancer after about 2 years of having persistent heartburn. Caught it early, had surgery, had chemo, had a relatively quiet 3 years. In 2022, early 2022, I was diagnosed with a stage 4 recurrence, and my spread was to the peritoneum. And there was tumors on the surface of my ovaries. It's just been a crazy series of chemotherapy, immunotherapy. I'm also doing this newer treatment called HIPEC, which is basically a hot chemo wash to the inside of your abdominal cavity. So it's applying that chemo solution straight to the tissue in question. I've had almost a year of being off of IV chemo. I've had almost a year of no evidence of disease. I just started a new regimen about a week ago because new cancerous spots were discovered. It's been a strange experience for me because, I am diagnosed as a stage 4 patient, but my experience, and I've been so blessed, has been where, with the exception of just, the few days that I get chemo or if I'm recovering from surgery, other than that, I've had a relatively normal existence. I have kids that are 9 and 11. My son just started middle school, so I need to be active. So in a lot of ways, I'm just so thankful to have an opportunity to even do this update, because I know the prognosis for our diagnosis at my stage is, it could just be literally a few weeks. I've done immunotherapy. I do not have the biomarker, the elevated PD-L1 or CPS score, to fully benefit from it. My oncologist was like, look, you're young, you're healthy. We should really try to throw everything in the kitchen sink at it. And it was a shot in the dark, but we are convinced that it helped. I am doing laparoscopic surveillance because currently, there's just no way to really assess the peritoneal cavity. They go in with the cameras and the robotic arms to look around and see what's going inside of your abdominal cavity and the surface of your organs. It's allowed me to stay ahead of the disease. She sees something starting and she will try to remove it, resect it, burn it off, or apply the chemo solution. So far, it's worked for me. It's not going to be a strategy for everybody because, like I said, it is a surgical procedure. I have not enrolled in any clinical trials, mainly because my cancer doesn't show up on scans to begin with. And on top of that, my surgeon's been able to remove anything measurable. I know there has been 1 or 2 patients I have heard of who let their cancer grow to a measurable amount so it's detected on scans so they can qualify for trials. But I decided against this just because there's just this, it's just very unpredictable, and this cancer doesn't grow in a controlled pattern. It's so different for everybody. I realized in speaking to a lot of patients, they rely solely on their oncologist, and that's just one perspective. That's the fork in the road. And I think no matter what your first opinion is, you need to get another opinion, or 3 or 4. So I really encourage patients to carve out their own path, access to information, asking a lot of hard questions. I say if your doctor looks stumped or has to get back to you, you're asking a really good question. The lofty, Hail Mary is a cure, of course. I guess the second would be to find a way to manage it where we can live with it as a chronic condition and have some long-term survival, not months. I just hope that there are some more treatment options around the corner, because a lot of us stage 4 patients are living treatment to treatment. We're doing this course of chemo until it renders ineffective and your cancer starts growing again. Okay, well, we got to switch it up and find something else that works.